Hey guys, it's Matt from Traction Powersports, TractionPowersports.net. Today we are going to be doing an install on a Polaris Ranger 570, and the install is a winch kit. A lot of people are curious when they come to us, they ask what is the best winch for your money. A lot of guys decide if they want to go OEM or aftermarket. We tend to do a lot of Colvin winches. With Colvin stuff, it meets or exceeds OEM equivalent. Quality wise is great. These guys offer a 5-year mechanical warranty and a 3-year electrical warranty. With that being said, so if you have a mechanical failure or any electrical failures, the manufacturer of Colvin, they're really good at responding back and taking care of issues. We've been using them for many years with zero complaints. So we're going to be installing the winch on the 570. What's nice about the kit is this thing is already pre-mounted. So with that being said, I'm going to show you kind of what's included in here. So when you open up the kit, you have your instruction sheet, a super cool sticker. Inside of here, the bag is a little open. You'll have a in-dash rocker switch, which is really nice. Everything is pre-wired for your stuff, so it's already pre-fused. It's going to come with special connectors already, and then it's also going to have your handheld in and out rocker switch for it. It does come with multiple different connectors depending on what application you have. Not all the connectors are used inside the kit, so as you go, you'll just want to read the instructions on what your unit is for the install. And then this is your in and out in-dash rocker switch that it comes with, or handheld, and then your in-dash rocker. So all that stuff will all tie together. All of the winches are synthetic. They'll come with a little rubber stop on there with your roller fair lead, bolt hardware kit, brand new winch end hook with the rope. Comes with all of the wiring that you're going to need for it, and then the winch on the mount, and it's already pre-mounted. So that's really nice, including already pre-mounted and wired for the solenoid, so you don't have to try to find the location and drill that out. So on the unit, things that you'll want to do, make sure that you get a piece of cardboard, lay it down, because on the 570 you are going to have to pull the front bumper off, set it down, and mount the winch and everything right to the front side of that. So you want a piece of cardboard, something to set that winch on so you don't scratch up the front bumper. Once you get the hood opened up, after the bumper's off, the inside, there's a few things that you're going to want to look at. One is going to be your power-up kit, which is always right underneath the driver's steering wheel on the frame. You're going to have an orange wire with a white tracer. This is only power with the key on. Then you have 2 open spots. Both of these should be powered up. If you have a power steering model, they'll come pre-wired. Base models 2015 to current, they don't come pre-wired, so you're going to need what they call a power-up kit. And through this video, I'll show you what I do to power these up, so you have a constant power, constant ground, normally power with the key on. And I'll show you the proper way to wire it, so it doesn't go directly to the battery, but it'll go off on the starter solenoid side and then right to the main frame ground. So we'll run all that stuff in and we'll tie that in nice. And then in the inside of the unit, as we go, I'll show you where I put the rocker switch and the handheld remote, and then tie everything in so it'll give you a perfectly clean install. And that way you guys can make sure that everything is done correctly and you won't have any bad amp draws or anything like that. So we'll be back with you as we continue going. All right guys, after you get the bumper off on each side, the 13 millimeters, you're gonna have 2 on the passenger side, 2 on the driver's side, and then 3 that hold on the bottom side of it. After you get that off, like I said, lay the bumper down on a piece of cardboard, something like that, to prevent it from getting scratched up. Pull your winch out of the package. Like I said, everything is pre-wired. So the only thing you're going to have to do is set the winch right down. It's going to fit exactly where it needs to go. These holes will line up, and then there's 2 holes in the frame itself, which are on the back side of the bumper. All this stuff will end up lining up. Inside the instruction sheet, it'll show you which bolts to put in where. I'm going to continue working, then as I'm going, I'll show you kind of a final product. Alright guys, so we got the winch installed back onto the front of the unit. I have everything done, but at this point I'm just going to kind of give you a full walkthrough of how everything is. So when we were last talking how the winch bolts onto the bumper, you'll see these 15mm nut and bolts that come through. This goes into the main winch mount itself, and then you'll have your fascia plate. This is the new one with your T40 Torx on each side, your roller fair lead. This comes with your rubber bumper. So make sure that when you do suck these in that you don't just overpower them and pull them in super tight. You always want a little bit of play in there. The way I wired in this unit with the winch wiring itself, you'll end up bringing it right in through the frame. It'll come right up by the front diff, and then it'll come back, it'll wrap underneath into the frame, so you'll see the wiring come up, and then it'll drop underneath the frame. I have the floorboard already back in, but you'll end up following the floorboard. You'll pull out this panel here, which is 4 Torx on this side and 3 on the other side. This panel pops up. You'll just follow the wiring all the way up and through, and then it will go back to, never go to the battery itself. Let's walk around this side. You'll want your wiring, so this is the wiring that comes back. It comes into the starter solenoid, which is on this side right here. So you're going to go to your positive side of the starter solenoid that runs to the positive side of the battery. Then right underneath there you'll see this pack of ground wires. This goes right to the frame. That's where you're going to run your frame. Ground is this, so it'll keep the battery compartment nice and clean and nothing will run there. So once that's wired in, then you're going to power it up with only power with the key on, which is going to be the bus bar in the front side of the unit. So all of the wiring, so your bus bar is already pre-wired with only power with the key on, which is your orange, the white tracer. So you'll run your wiring right to this guy right here. This is for if you put a wireless winch controller in there. So all that stuff is wired in the inside. So we have the rocker switch in and out. On this side I have the wireless winch controller, so if you want to utilize that. And then I also wired in for the handheld controller right here, so that'll plug in. So you got 3 options to operate this winch. So if you guys have any questions, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer those.